George Sink Injury Lawyers.
And earlier this morning, we were seeing mostly sunny skies. Right now, we are left a little bit more cloudy. These partly cloudy conditions are going to last us from now all the way into the evening hours with a very small chance for a stray shower. Most of that activity really is going to hold off for the weekend, but we are just going to continue to just see a few clouds across the area. Some areas still looking a little bit more sunny. Temperatures right now, while you're heading out, we are in those 80s. We are only going to warm up from here another day where we will see temperatures that will make it into the lower 90s at the coast, leaving it that chance for some mid to upper 90s across the PD and border belt. These are the actual temperatures that we are going to be seeing for today, but we are going to see those feels like temperatures once again in the triple digits, ranging anywhere from 100 to 105 degrees for those feels like temperatures while you're outside. So again, actual temperatures will be in those 90s. It's going to feel like triple digits. The real heat, though, is going to continue into Friday and then into the weekend. We'll have more on those details coming up in just a few minutes.
Coverage you can count on at noon starts now.
Thank you for joining us for local coverage you can count on. I'm Jevin McCoskey. First at noon, News 13 is your local election headquarters, and a recent Emerson University poll released gives us a clear look at who people want to see compete in November for late Senator Lindsey Graham's seat. The poll found most voters are undecided, but among possible candidates, Congressman Ralph Norman is in the lead, followed by Mark Lynch. Congresswoman Nancy Mace and Lieutenant Governor Pamela Evette are tied with 10% each. Congressman Russell Fry, Governor Henry McMaster, Graham's sister, interim Senator Darlene Graham, and former Governor Mark Sanford, all with single-digit support. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott says funeral services for Graham are expected to be delayed until at least next week as planners work to accommodate national and international leaders who want to attend. Speaking with reporters yesterday, Scott said his understanding is that an offer has been made for Graham to lie in Washington, though he stressed that final funeral arrangements are still being worked out. A Dillon County man has been sentenced to prison after pleading guilty to charges from a 2022 shooting. 29-year-old Cruz Harley was sentenced to 29 years in prison for voluntary manslaughter as well as 5 years for possession of a weapon during a commission of a violent crime in the shooting of Brian Ford. Dillon County authorities said the shooting occurred in April of 2022 at the 24-hour Hotspot convenience store on Highway 301 in Dillon. Harley had been scheduled for trial on Monday but chose to plead guilty before jury selection began. Breaking news out of Scotland County, 2 people have been arrested in connection with a child abuse investigation on Marston Road. Deputies say 51-year-old Jerry Herndon and 42-year-old Tina Penaloza were both charged with felony child abuse by neglect and felony conspiracy. Herndon was also charged with felony possession of meth. Both are being held at the Scotland County Detention Center. Make sure to count on us for updates. The Florence County Sheriff's Office says 2 people charged after a Florence home was hit by gunfire 17 times last week are now facing additional charges. Deontavis Williams and Decarius Claiborne each face charges of attempted murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime in connection with the East National Cemetery Road shooting. They also face 5 counts of attempted murder, aggravated breach of peace, and possession of a weapon during a violent crime in the city of Florence shooting. The Sheriff's Office says the investigation is ongoing and additional charges are possible. A community meeting was held last night after a convicted sex offender was found to be working in close proximity to children. Dozens of people packed Pawleys Island Community Church to demand answers after the arrest of 70-year-old Warren Perry. Perry was previously convicted of sexual exploitation of a minor in 2023 for a crime committed in 2020. Church officials say they knew about his conviction but believed he was following conditions of his probation. Senior pastor of the church, Don Williams, led the meeting.
I never imagined that we would be holding this kind of meeting, but here we are, in a place where we cannot change the past, but we can tell the truth about it, we can learn from it, and we can make necessary changes as we move forward.
The pastor later admitted church leaders made the wrong call and that Perry was removed from campus.
News 13 on-time traffic, sponsored by Joy Law Firm. Just call Joy.
And to look at your afternoon commute right now for parts of 17 and all the way up to 501 near CCU, we are seeing some very light traffic going on. 501 Highway 544 to Carolina Forest. Right now it's moving about 11 minutes. 17 Farrell Parkway to Glens Bay will take you 9. 17 Mr. Joe White to 82nd Parkway is moving at about 13 minutes. And right now for 95 all the way up to Lumberton, we're not seeing too many slowdowns across the area. That is a very similar situation for parts of downtown Florence. Some of our drive times right now, 52 Palmetto to I-95 is moving about 8 minutes. 76 5 Points to Irby will take you 5 compared to the normal 3. And 95 TV Road to 76 is moving on time with 10 minutes.
Krista, thank you so much. President Donald Trump is set to address the nation tonight on topics he said will include elections and voting machines, suggesting he is likely to call into question the integrity of past elections. Washington correspondent Trevor Shirley shares with us the latest details.
And even some within the president's own party are wishing he would use tonight's address to focus on issues likely more important to voters, in particular cost of living. President Donald Trump has only offered vague details about the address scheduled for tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. When asked by a reporter on Tuesday if it would concern election machines and integrity, the president said it would, quote, concern that subject as well as other topics. He also said the country needs to, quote, shape up. It's worth noting primetime presidential addresses are typically reserved for major milestones or nationally significant events. Democrats are warning the president is trying to revive false claims of past stolen elections in order to potentially delegitimize the upcoming 2026 midterm elections. And even some Republicans would prefer the president focus on issues like ending the war in Iran and getting cost of living expenses down instead of dwelling on past elections. There remains no evidence of widespread fraud or cheating in past elections, including 2020, claims the president still regularly makes. Earlier this week, the president said tonight's speech would also involve a, quote, big announcement.
But it's really big news. It's really, really big news. And our country has to shape up. But that's what we're going to be talking about Thursday is it doesn't get bigger, because without free and fair elections, you don't have a country. We'll be discussing other things too, but it's going to be a very big announcement. Yeah.
The last time the president made a primetime address was back in April to talk about the Iran war. Reporting in Washington, I'm Trevor Shirley for News Nation.
A broken water main sent water gushing from an apparent building as turned nearby streets into rivers in West Hollywood. The break was reported around 3 this morning near the popular Sunset Boulevard. Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies and firefighters were responding to the area as residents woke up to find their streets transformed into rushing rivers. Crews are still on the scene working to fix the issue. Should carriage horses be banned from Central Park? That's a question sparking a lot of emotion and controversy. The aunt of 18-year-old Romanch Mahajan broke down during testimony during a hearing for a bill named after her nephew. Romanch was thrown from a horse-drawn carriage in Central Park last month after the horse suddenly bolted. It's led to City Council Speaker Julie Menin to call for a permanent ban on the carriages, which is what yesterday's hearing was about.
That's all I'm here for him. Just to respect him, to give him justice.
The bill says it would phase out the industry within 2 years, humanely retire the horses, and make ways for carriage workers to transition to other industries. Coming up on News 13, how grocery stores are working to keep shoppers safe amid a virus outbreak linked to produce.
And our high temperatures are warming up. For today, we're expected to be in the upper 90s, even some lower 90s at the coast. Triple-digit heat, though, returns through the weekend. We'll have more on those details after the break.